1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon. Oh.
Apply in a circumstance like that. But if it's a regular thing, if someone's doing it a couple of times a week, they'll soon get fed up with having to hand over that chunk of money. So it just depends, doesn't it? It depends on the offender how often they do it.
Yeah, I was going to say the same. You know, you only need to hand it out once.
Yeah, never again. Yeah.
No, yeah, I know. Right,
a lot of money.
So these new season signings, after more than half a year, after half a year, or you know, after half of the season time. Now, the one that they've included on there, so there is Victor Gyökeres of Arsenal, João Pedro, and then Benjamin Sesko. How do you pronounce it? It's Sesko.
Well, I say Sesko, but the commentators seem to say Shesko, don't they?
Yeah, they say Sesko.
It looks like Sesko, so I say Sesko.
Yeah, I say Sesko. All right, okay. So now Victor Gyökeres got in 36 matches that is featured. He scored 15 goals and 2 assists. Gyökeres. So that was Gyökeres, 15 goals and 2 assists in 36 matches. Sesko, in 24 matches, 8 goals and 1 assist. What's his name? João Pedro, 36 matches, 14 goals, 8 assists. And the one that is particularly, I'm surprised they've included this. And anyway, Alexander Isak. 16 matches, currently injured, 3 goals, 1 assist. Now, Alexander Isak, what's going on with him? It's
he got quite a significant injury, didn't he? Right, I think as I remember, he broke one of the bones in his leg, as I remember, and it was always going to be a few months injury. So I mean, I notice he does sit on the bench now. I don't believe he's on the bench to play, but he is, at least he's there. But yeah, I imagine he'll come back in the next, well, who knows, but the next couple of months maybe. But it was a serious injury, so it's not, I don't think there's anything sinister like that. They're just not putting him on the bench or not interested in him. I'm sure he'll come back. I still think that I was always surprised they persevered with buying him, because they got Ekitike, didn't they, in the meantime, and 2 or 3 other players, and it somehow seemed that Isak was a bit almost superfluous from the moment they bought him, after all the problems he'd had or possibly caused at Newcastle. So yeah, I'm not surprised he's not playing, but let's face it, he was a good footballer. He was, and somebody at Newcastle the other night, I can't think who it was, but they were saying how much, I think it was Willock, perhaps the game at the weekend, and their game at the weekend, they lost at Man City, didn't they? And but Willock said, yeah, he misses Isak, because they obviously worked together. They had an understanding, which I think footballers develop if they play together. So it was interesting to hear him say that he misses Isak. But yeah, I imagine once he gets back, I don't know whether it will be either Isak or Ekitike. I mean, a bit like Mamouche and Haaland. Now Guardiola's playing both of them. I think they've become even more formidable, because their team generally is now blossoming a bit into a new, threatening outfit. Really, they're very good. The younger ones are coming good. People like O'Reilly, for example. But yeah, I imagine Isak, if he is, well, again, they're both centre forwards, really. So I don't know how they would do that.
Say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, 3 beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on the show.
I don't know how they would do that, but maybe one would be a number 10 and one a centre forward. But yeah, I think he'll be okay because at the end of the day, he was a very good footballer, and it may take him a while to acclimatise, but I don't think he'll suddenly become a bad footballer overnight.
No.
So, a bit just to say, a bit like Eze, he got a hat trick, didn't he? On one of his first games for Arsenal against Spurs, who he was actually going to join until Arsenal stepped in, and then he didn't do too well after that. The next couple of games, he made a mistake, which led to a goal, which I think Arteta was very cross about, and didn't seem to play him very much at all. And I've heard sort of things in the last few weeks saying he's not very well thought of now at Arsenal by the fans or some of the fans, and so on. Anyway, he comes on at the weekend. He starts, I believe, against Tottenham, and he scores 2 more goals, which has obviously endeared him much more to Arteta. So again, he didn't become a bad player overnight, but I think it's a matter of understanding some players. Eze was never always involved in every part of the game. He sort of ran around quite quietly almost, and then every so often he'd pop up and score a good goal, as he did in the cup final last year. So he's a good player, but you've got to understand his style of play. But yeah, I think Isak, when he does come back, I reckon he'll be firing on all cylinders, and then it's interesting to see what Slot does in terms of team selection, because he can hardly drop Ekitike. Although the game I saw at the weekend, I thought Ekitike had one of the worst games I've seen him play. He just wasn't converting the good opportunities he was getting. But then that's what happens. He's a very gifted player. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens when Isak comes back.
Yeah, I hope he comes back, because his move from Newcastle was clouded in all sorts of controversy. It was. Yeah. Right. Okay. So this one is a guy called Mickey van der Ven of Tottenham. Now, this is going to surprise you. It says there's no agreement between Liverpool and Mickey van der Ven regarding a potential transfer next summer. The player is currently focused on Tottenham and wants to finish the season well before making any decisions about his future. Now, I didn't know that. Why would Liverpool be after Mickey van der Ven? What they lacking? What they trying to fill? What position are they trying to fill? Do you know?
Well, what position does he play at Tottenham? I can't remember.
I think it plays.
Say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, 3 beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us